But is there a lack of self-awareness here? Because, of course, I respect people and their faith and their spiritual journey, but I know what a martyr is.
Go ahead, Wendy.
Kyrie is one of the most fascinating people I've ever covered. I've talked about this in the past. I went with him to the reservation in North Dakota when he made the year of hundreds of young Native American kids who he spent time with them and shook their hands. The person who would do that, and then the person who makes some of these other decisions, I can't square it. I can't quite figure it out. I also know that if you take all of that away, if you take away what he says politically, when you get him on the basketball court, that like 2 out of every 5 games, he's absolutely incandescent. And that is what the fans who he has, and my gosh, does he have fans who love him. Those 2 out of 5 games, they are absolutely mesmerized by what he can do. And other players are like, oh my God, I'm a professional basketball player too. I've played basketball all my life and I can't approach this mastery. But 2 out of 5 games he does that. 1 or 2 out of those games he doesn't play, and the other game he doesn't deliver. And you can't have this sort of influence on basketball or society when you can only deliver 2 out of every 5 games, whether it's your availability or your interest or your execution. And that is a fact that all this he can't get over. Forget about what else he says off the court.
Here's what you didn't allude to. I'm gonna say it, and when I say it, you absolutely know I'm right with what I'm about to say. NBA players marvel at the greatness of Kyrie Irving. I marvel at the greatness of Kyrie Irving. I think he's one of the most spectacular talents that I've ever seen in my life. He's that special. And I think that he's worthy of walking through the turnstiles to see. That's why I say he's worth $50 million a year, because he's going to fill up arenas because you want to go and see his talents. You know why Kyrie Irving has a problem filling up arenas? Because you don't know if he's going to show up on the team bus. You literally got to look at the tunnel. You looking at the camera and you hoping that the team bus rolls up into the loading dock area where the players enter, and that Kyrie Irving is going to come off that bus, because you don't know. And that's his MO. And the point is that because you marvel at his skill set and marvel at his ability, because he prides himself in being an intellectual, a deep thinker, somebody that extends far beyond the realms of basketball. The fact that you marvel at his skill set actually to some degree offends him, because he's like, I'm so much more than that. And all you want to do is see me play, not recognizing, did anybody want to see you play before you went to Duke? Did anybody want to see you play before you signed up to be an NBA player and you were the #1 overall draft pick? When you went to Cleveland, you were the #1 overall pick, and you played for 3 years. And what I've religiously pointed out is that they actually improved every year under Kyrie Irving before LeBron arrived. LeBron was willing to come back to Cleveland. He could talk all that nonsense all he wants to about, I just had to come back to Cleveland. It's not nonsense that he wanted to come back to Cleveland and deliver a chip. But we all know that it helped that Kyrie was on that roster, and that you knew you had a shot to get Kevin Love, because if Kyrie wasn't there, you had no shot to get Kevin Love. You ain't leaving South Beach to go back to Lake Erie. We understand how profound of an impact Kyrie Irving has. The problem is Kyrie Irving is offended that you're looking at him for having that impact as a basketball player, because he wants to be seen as more than that, even though he's the one that signed up to put his talents on display for all of us to marvel at. And then when we hold him accountable for it, how dare us? How dare us? He talks about a martyr. What does it like? He's talking about, to give a voice to the voiceless. Well, when you been speaking? We got people that are still unemployed in New York City because of the mandate. If you really, really wanted to make some noise, you would have said, hell with that. I don't give a damn that I can come back. I'm going to stand with them. You ain't doing that. You chilling. Where you at? There's still people that's unemployed. There's still people that ain't getting paid. There's still people that are being victimized by the mandate that was handed down by the city of New York. And where are you? In Jersey or some other place, chilling. And when somebody calls you accountable for it, your response is you a martyr. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.